Hello, parents and students. I'm Madam Sharma, Subject Head for Nutrition and Food Science Unit. Today, I'm going to share about how lower sec food and consumer education subject would look like if you were to choose nutrition and food science when you go to Sec 3. So let's begin. Okay, let's look at the aims. This subject is aimed to develop students to lead a healthier lifestyle proactively through proper diet and nutrition, advocate sustainable food consumption by planning and making appropriate food choices, apply principles of culinary science creatively in your food preparation and cooking. So let's look at the student outcomes and attitudes. Number one, we want you, our students, to be health ambassadors. That is to advocate nutrition and health for self, your loved ones, your family members, and the community. Two, to be discerning consumers, to be able to appreciate how a variety of food is used in food management and take into consideration the issue of food security, which includes food safety and sustainable food consumption. And number three, we would want you to be food innovators, which is to apply scientific principles during food preparation and cooking. So basically, nutrition and food science has three big ideas. Number one, nutrition and health. We know that right amounts of nutrients are essential for growth and development. Two, excessive or deficiency in nutrient intake can lead to a lot of diet-related health problems like hypertension, obesity, diabetes, and so on. We have actually covered this when you were in Sec 1. Two, food literacy and consumer literacy. We know that a balanced diet is achieved through proper meal planning. Appropriate food choices contribute to sustainable food consumption. And this very interesting part on money management will help to build savings and meet needs and wants. So this is where, as a consumer, you will learn to make informed decisions for self, family, and the community. And the last one is food science. Food will deteriorate in quality if not handled or stored properly. Sensory qualities of food are altered during preparation and cooking. Application of food science principles can culminate in unlimited combination of food possibilities that can meet human nutritional needs. Okay, let's move on to normal academic assessment format. There are two parts to your subject. So paper one will be written examination, 80 marks, which will be converted to 40%. And this is a 1 hour and 30 minutes paper. Your paper two will be coursework. It will be done over a few months. This will be 60 marks converted to 60%. So 40 plus 60, this is how you'll be getting your 100%. Your written examination, paper one for normal academic will have 3 sections: MCQ, short answer type, and data response type questions. And the last section is open-ended, which will be essay writing. Coursework has 6 main components. I would like to touch on the exploratory study. So in this component, students will get a question to work on, and one part of the question will be actually asking students to explore the effects. I'm just giving an example. So it will be something like explore the effects of varying the quantity of baking powder, namely 10 grams, 20 grams, and 30 grams on the appearance, texture, and taste in raspberry cupcakes. So students, you will have to conduct an experiment, get the results. You have to observe and record the results, and then present your observations and link these results to the target group given to you in the question. So usually a specific target group will be given to you in the question. Maybe you'll be asked to work on teenagers or young children or elderly, depending on the type of question. Okay, now let's move on to the O-level paper assessment format, similar to normal academic paper, but now the marks for written examination is higher. It's 100 marks converted to 40%, and paper 2 coursework is 80 marks converted to 60%. So together you get your 100%. Over here, the format is still the same. Um, Section C will be open-ended questions. So this is where you'll be writing your essays. And again, there are 6 components like the normal academic stream. But however, I would like to talk a little bit more about the investigation component. This is slightly different from the normal academic course, which is called exploratory study. So what is the difference here? The investigation component is slightly different, whereby students will still be conducting the experiment. Okay, they will be getting all the data, they'll be observing and measuring the results, but now they will have to record the results using graphs, tables, charts, sensory analysis, labeled diagrams, and so on. And they don't stop here. They don't just link the results to the target group, but now they will have to analyze the results linked to the research findings, which they usually do it at the beginning of the coursework, to the food science principles. Okay, so this is the difference between the normal academic and the express streams. Okay, let's move on to the investigative approach. This is really a very fun component. In fact, most of my students love the investigative approach lessons. So basically, why do we conduct experiments? We want to challenge and engage interest and curiosity among students. And we also want to allow for creativity and independent learning. Okay, these are some examples of food science reactions. Browning reactions, coagulation, caramelization, rancidity, gelatinization, and so on. So these are some pictures captured in our Marsiling Food Laboratory. Our students were working on coagulation of protein. So they were given eggs and they had lots of fun doing experiments on how protein coagulates at different temperature. Another group was working on caramelization. So they had lots of fun making caramel. And by providing authentic learning space, we believe students are very meaningfully engaged and they learn a lot more than just looking at the text in the textbook. So these are some examples of experiment photos captured by our students in Marsiling Secondary School. So the picture on the left is actually to test on the viscosity of sauces. The one on the right, the different timings used to cook macaroni. On the left, were cooked using different methods, and the bread on the right were toasted using different timings. So students basically had so much of fun in the food lab experimenting on the variations. And what was even more exciting for the teacher was that everyone became so independent and so engaged. And this is what we are looking out for in students, okay, to actually have fun in the classrooms. Okay, these are some dishes cooked by your seniors. A lot of skills will be taught along the way. You will be equipped with a lot of cooking skills and healthy methods of cooking so that you are sufficiently prepared for national examinations. More photos for you to enjoy. Okay, so let's move on to enrichment programs. All Sec 3 students in Marsiling Secondary School will go through enrichment programs in term 4. Usually we will invite chefs from the hotel industry to come to the school to equip you with skills, and these are dishes prepared by your seniors. They look really yummy, right? Okay, let's move on to the learning journeys. Okay, these are pictures from our recent trip to the restaurant called Roost at Resorts World Sentosa. We were just there about 1 week ago. So basically, students were exposed to innovation, tenacity, and insights into the F&B industry. And very importantly, they found out a lot about world's first automated poultry cooking machine called iCook. Students gave very positive feedback and they really enjoyed the 2 hour session in this restaurant. So what's next? Okay, so how is our subject, nutrition and food science, related to courses available in the polytechnics and ITE? So based on my research and conversations with our seniors, I realized that these are some of the very popular courses that our students usually apply for. If you were to visit the Polytechnic and IT websites, you will come across that our subject, nutrition and food science, is one of the requirements. So when you get the time, please visit these websites to find out more about the job opportunities available and so on. Okay, parents, boys and girls, I've come to the end of my presentation. I believe I've given you enough information on this subject. But however, if you have any questions, please do feel free to approach me or drop me an email. I'll be more than glad to assist you. So boys and girls, please choose your elective wisely, and very importantly, learn to enjoy the journey. Only then you will be able to enjoy every bit of your lesson and add value to your learning. And all the best to you in your subject selection, and take care. Bye.